Welcome to a meditation that 100% works to fix bad moods, negative feelings. I put quotes around that because negative only means negative next to positive. And that's the gift here. And the reason this can work 100% for you is that there's only one thought we need to remember. Not the thought we're having about how we blew it, how we made a mistake, how someone else is wrong, or someone else isn't giving us what we want, or what doesn't matter what our story is. Doesn't matter. You could even be given a bad physical diagnosis. Bad, again, bad only in comparison to good. But do you want to know what the one thing we need to remember? And if we remember that, we have the gateway back to peace, back to positive contentment, whatever your word is that pairs with pain. Is it joy? Is it fun? Is it relaxation? Doesn't matter the pairing. Only remember this one thing. One thing. Can you do that? Do you want to know what it is? Okay. It's everything comes in pairs in the outer world. You win something, you lose something. You cannot keep the ball up in the air and never have it come down. Up and down. If you can remember just that one thing, then this meditation will help you on the days that you're feeling like you lost something, like you're a loser. It doesn't matter how deep the shame is. Know that there is an opposite to shame as well. You just want to step out of the nightmare of the pairing. But I'll save that for the high, my meditation that I'm going to do on the highs. Today, we're going to talk about the lows. So join me now. You're having a bad day, quote unquote. Rate it. How bad does it feel from 1 to 10? 10 as being the worst day ever. It's just a reasonably bad day when you're in a 5. You lost something. You didn't get something. You just have an overall malaise, meaning you don't even know why you're feeling icky. It's just a pain. Like sometimes you just, when you're having a shame spiral, an unworthiness spiral, it starts and then you add to it, he did this, I did this. Oh, and remember the time I did that, and oh, they're never gonna let, I never, and then I add and I add, but we add to it. And maybe this time you didn't remember how I've shown you to not add to it, or you just compelled to add to the thought. Okay, it happens. And then you just feel so unworthy, but you don't even have a cause anymore because that's a shame spiral. Once it gets going, it adds to itself, and we just have an all over ill will toward ourselves, toward the world. But it is not the truth of life. So you've rated, how bad is it? 5 to 10. Now, take a deep breath. Breathe again naturally. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now, if you want to close your eyes, you're welcome to. If you want to leave your eyes open, that's good too, because you can practice widening your focus. Right now, I'm looking at the Zoom camera, but I'm widening my focus to notice I'm in the world. I'm not just in my head. My bottom's on a seat, it's in a chair. My toes are on the ground. My legs are crossed. Where are your legs? What are you sitting on? Are you laying down? Are you still breathing? Now, your breath is part of something that's unlimited. Yes, while we're alive, we borrow from the unlimited. You didn't make your breath. You didn't make your birth. So all of these ideas you have about I created this, I created that, well, then you have to take the downers. But what if we let go of this idea that we were raised to believe that success is from high control and taking responsibility for what we created? That can be seen as sovereignty and maturity, or it can be a disguise for continuing the ego's reign. And unless you want to take credit for every icky thing that happens and take it to the extreme, things happen in life to your loved ones, to your body. You age. Did you control all of that? Giving up control follows the mature path of learning to take control and responsibility. When we're just addicted, we feel like we've been victims, like we're helpless. And then some of us learn to surrender. But actually, go on a ride with me that maybe we don't control everything. Maybe the way we're wired, we feel like we got this idea, we said yes. But what is it that put that idea in your head? Was it a personal you? Or was it your soul that represents the doing of the divine? And that speaks to us in short sentences, short movements, short nudges. And then we take credit for the things that work out. And then we judge ourselves for the things that don't. But what if you're on a ride just like a flower and a tree, and even like your puppy or your cat, they have personalities, but some of that was given. And sometimes they do things that even surprise us. And we have thoughts we don't want, and we carry them and we repeat them. But if we see this is part of the outer world, and that's our nature when we participate, that it's going to come in a pair. And we're not being asked to give anything up. We will participate as though we are an actor in a play, and we'll full on give our best to that role. But what if we remember that outside of the pair, getting further behind and further behind? And what do I mean by behind? We're aware that we're breathing. We're aware that we're in this room. We're aware that we had those feelings that come in a pair when we're participating in the outer world. We like one side, we don't like the other side. But remember they come in a pair. And then there's that watches us judging the pair, evaluating which one we like, which one we prefer. There's something that observes that. And the first level of the observer has a stake in what happens. It wants the good stuff. It wants the success. It wants to believe we're in charge. Yeah, but what's the other side of that? You caused that bad thing. You got in your own way and blah, 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 blah. And decide sometime if you're going to step out of the pairings, back, back, back into a reality of the soul. Let's call it the soul that doesn't have a stake in how you thought or how you felt. It notices. It doesn't have a preference. It knows the isness of the breath in, the breath out is not part of how your breathing feels today to you. Maybe you have asthma, maybe you have a cold, maybe you have allergies, maybe you have nothing and you're breathing happily. But what about that notices any of those states? The states change, but aliveness doesn't change. It's just aware. It loves the other person that's not giving you, and it loves you that's not getting. It loves the not getting as much as the receiving. It's all okay. It's all life. Just like the flower, the petals get a little disturbed by the rain or the wind. And it just exists if it can, and if it can't, that's okay too. Some storms take the flower and the tree out. I'm not saying don't care. When you care, that's fine. You're in the world. Enjoy that part. But you could take a little of the perspective of the stepping out of the pairing and know that you're part of a soul that is your being. You could call it your true self, the real I, the self with capital letters. But we don't choose one or the other. We get to inhabit both. And that's my gift to you today. And so as you evaluate, and we end our time together today. Tell me, what's your number of upset? This was the meditation on a day that you're upset. Was your number a 5 before or a 9? What is it now? Did it change? Did it get lower? It could even get higher, but chances are it didn't stay exactly the same unless you're looking for it to be the same. Because the reason I say that is the nature of feelings and thoughts is that they change. Thank you for being with me here today. Bye for now.